What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Crooked Concepts. Today we're going to be going over August 2025 numbers for Riot platforms. We're going to be trying to do this nice and quick. No editing, one take. Let's get it done, guys. Come on. Oh, before we start, please like, subscribe, drop a comment, do whatever you can to help this little micro channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So, August 2025 numbers. Bitcoin produced by Riot was 477. That's a little bit down from July's 2025 numbers, which was 484. What is that? About a 7 Bitcoin difference? How much 7 Bitcoin is, man? It's like $700,000. Jump change. Let's see if they can make it up in power credits. Uh, Year over year, they produced 322 Bitcoin last August. So, like I said, year over year, that's about 48% increase, which is quite impressive if you ask me. The average Bitcoin produced per day was 15.4. Month over month, still down about 2%, actually about the same as Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, no wonder. But compared to last year, they were printing out 10.4 Bitcoin a day. So again, about a 48% increase, which I like. I like that a lot. Bitcoin held, they currently hold 19,309 Bitcoin. Pretty flat versus July, which was 19,287, but a very large increase, 93% increase to be exact, year over year. August of 2024 was 10,019, which is much smaller. The Bitcoin sales net proceeds was 51.8 million, and they sold 450 Bitcoin this month. Last year they sold 475 and collected 54.8 million. They sold each Bitcoin a little less, about $300 less compared month over month. Again, not a very big deal. If you want to know the exact numbers, it's $115,035 per Bitcoin. Last month, they sold $115,411 per Bitcoin. Again, it's not very much. Deployed hash rate. The deployed hash rate was 36.4, I think it's called exahashes. And all this is it allows the computer to do calculations per second. So exahashes per second is how many calculations it is doing per second, or the hash rates per second. So you want it to always go up. So it's actually up month over month, which is a good sign. It's up about 3% month over month. And year over year, it's up 56%, meaning the computers are able to calculate or do calculations 56% more. In this one, it's speed. We'll talk about efficiency next. The average operating hash rate total. So they're not able to operate at those hash rates all the time for power constraints, overheating, maintenance, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, but overall, it didn't really matter. The average operating hash rate still increased by almost 4%. So actually better than the deployed hash rate, because it's great to deploy more hash rate, but if you're not able to actually operate at that hash rate, then what's the point? So it actually increased. July's number were 30.2, and August of 2024 was 14.5. So month over month, that's a 4% increase on operating hash rate, and year over year, 117% operating hash rate year over year on average. That's really awesome. Really awesome. Power credits, you guys know that this is my shtick. I love me some power credits, especially when you can get them for pennies, literal pennies. Power credits came in at 15.2 million. They got 15.2 million in power credits for shutting off the lights, guys. Compared to last month, 12.6 million. That's a 21% increase. 21, they got $3 million for turning the lights off. Uh, Year over year, that's 166% increase in power credits. Let's fucking go. Demand response credits. Also, I can cuss because we're not monetized yet. Yay! Demand response credits, 1.9 million versus 1.3 million, down about 32%. Very sad. Very sad to lose that $400,000. Oh no. When we made 3 million more in power credits. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Oh, but if we compare it to year over year, 15% increase. Oof. So year over year, there's actually not a single bad metric other than fleet efficiency. But we'll get to that in just one moment. Let's look at total power credit difference. The total power credit difference is 16.1 million versus 13.9 million in July. That's about a 16% increase. Again, also a good metric. And year over year, we have 16.1 million versus 6.5 million. 148% increase year over year. All in power cost total. This is how much they pay per kilowatt. Per kilowatt. So currently I pay right around 22 cents per kilowatt. I'm sure y'all pay somewhere, probably a little bit lower than that. I would hope. Hopefully around 10 to 20 or whatever I'm at. I get 12 hours off during the day. They came in at 2.6 kilowatt or cents per kilowatt. 2.6 cents per kilowatt. That's legendary. Month over month, it's actually down about 7%. And year over year, it's flat. They're able to spend electricity for 2.6 cents. Insane. Absolutely insane. The fleet efficiency was 21 joules per terahash versus 21.2 joules per terahash. And year over year, it was 21 joules per terahash versus 24.6 joules per terahash. It's about a 1% decrease month over month and about a 15% decrease year over year. All right, guys, and that is the production. We're going to do a quick breakdown just because I know that's kind of a lot to swallow. So here's the verdict. Production for Riot this month was great. They did awesome. Average per day, also great. The treasury buildup, also great, even though it was kind of flat. The selling of Bitcoin or monetization, not so great. They still sold 450 Bitcoin. They're not able to operate without selling Bitcoin yet, which is very heartbreaking. But you know what they did do? They increased hash rate. They got more power credits. They got the power cost about flat. And they got their fleet efficiency good. So out of every category we ran through, they had one bad one, I would say. Everything else, they are doing great. Riot is scaling, running efficiently, and stacking. I mean, they're just stacking up Bitcoin. August's lower Bitcoin sales is a little bit sad, but you do what you do to survive in this particular scenario while you do the data center build out. And that's just what we're going to have to deal with. As an investor, there is an opportunity cost, and you have to understand that. If I were y'all, I personally like running the wheel strategy on Riot. I currently don't have a position in Riot, but I'm going to be stepping back in very soon, especially if they keep performing like this and building out more diversified revenue streams. That is what we want. We need market footprint, we need revenue to increase, and we need to make sure that they have a certain amount of sustainability, which at a 2.6 cent per kilowatt, I mean, that's they're operating on pennies, guys. They're operating on literal pennies. This did take a little bit longer. I'm not editing videos anymore, guys. This is it. What we have is what we have. And until next time. Oh, and please like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thanks. Help your boy eat. Bye.